Welcome gamers to GamerGuide channel. I am Rollin in Robocraft and GamerGuide, and today we're on my GamerGuide account looking at my first Tier 10 robot, or I guess it's now Mark 10 robot. This is a 39,000 ranking as it is of now. That ranking's been changing a lot lately though, as they keep redoing the way that the ranking system works to make it a little bit better for all of us in Robocraft. So this vehicle is something that I kind of consider a light fighter or a rogue style vehicle, as it's designed to be speedy, gets up to 230 miles per hour, and uses Tesla blades and a combination of SMGs to do its dirty work. It is a great little vehicle. It's not really designed to go head-to-head against other tanks unless you get surprise on them or you can press the action, but it is pretty tough, as you can see here. Of course, if you get multi-teamed, though, they can't take you out like I've been here, but you do pretty good against other vehicles in general. The one thing you excel at, though, is being fast. Let me respond back in here. And you have a radar jammer, too, so you can get in on people without them expecting it and hit them with 3 of those stacked Tesla blades all at the same time. And combined with that high speed at 230, it turns into a really formidable craft. I made this kind of especially for getting those fusion towers down quickly, and also for just getting in and being able to maneuver. You can run circles around your enemies literally and do pretty well. So until they upgrade wheels and stuff like that, it is kind of the thing to have, I think. As you see here, you know, just circling, using combination of your Tesla blades, you can really press the action and come out ahead in most situations. All the parts you're going to need to build this are going to be listed in the build garage as soon as this video wraps up, and I'll go ahead and do a step-by-step build tutorial for this one. There is some prism plating that goes into putting it together, so give yourself a little bit more time, as the instruction set will be a little more complex than some of the other craft I have that don't use prism plating. So enjoy the rest of this match video, and I'll talk to you guys as soon as we get to the build garage. Alright, it's time to get the samurai together. First thing you can do is name it, whatever you like, really. And we're going to start with some TX1 blocks and use some prism plating on the ground here. If you have been one of the people in my channel saying, hey, I'd like to see how prism plating works, check this out. This is kind of a demo of what that's all about. So we're going to do this the easy way. We're going to put all the prisms going one direction first, and then we'll just kind of scoot around to the other side and hook them up on the back. So the idea with prism plating is that the damage will not transfer on the pointed side that's against another flat surface. It would only transfer to the other prisms on the bottom because they're connected by the sides, right? So that prevents, it basically controls where the damage goes in your vehicle. Anyway, the front here is all going to be those TX1, and then here at the back we're doing the same prism plating technique, but we're using these orange prisms instead, since they're a little heavier, and we're just doing this basically to manage our weight on the front side a little easier. Alright, and notice too on the blue ones though, we did leave a block open, so make sure you do the same. And then here on the back too, we're just kind of thinning it out as we go backwards. But we'll go ahead and extend this out another 6 on the back with the same prisms. And then on the very, very back, we're going to add 1 cube. And this will be the bottom of where we're going to end up mounting a radar jammer a little later on. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and frame in the sides. We're going to go ahead and start with a tetra, and yes, it does fit there, even though it looks like it's hanging in air. You can't actually get it there. And we're just going to kind of work our way around, add a couple inners here, and go all the way down the side now with these prisms, and they're all going to be faced up like this. And as we wrap around the corner, we'll go back to our tetra, and then our inner again, and then keep working back here with some more prisms. There we go. All the way to the back. So that's what we should have right now. Let's go and lift this up using your period and common keys by default. That should lift and lower your vehicle. If it doesn't work for you, you might check your default keys. It could be different on your configuration. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and we just put a couple temp blocks so we can put these cubes and run them almost all the way to the back. We're going to leave a space open here, just so the damage has to transfer to the outside instead of going straight to the middle. A little bit more brake control, and also because we need that extra cube, we use all 1,511 cubes on this body. So some of those spaces are intentional, and some of them are because we need the extra cubes. But it all works out in the end. We have a good vehicle by the end of this. Alright, here you'll see I'm putting down a couple of these inners, and this is something that I did as far as a reverse build, so you might need to adjust the inners to get the little chip corner to face the same way that I'm showing it here in the video. But just adjust accordingly afterwards if you are worried about the way it looks. Alright, our pilot seat's going to be there in the middle on those 2 prisms, and now we're just extending the front out here with these cubes and running it out to the left and right as well on top of our prism plating. So you see it's not actually connected to the bottom there. So if we take a hit, flash damage from plasma or something, we're not going to lose our main frame. Alright, now we're going to bulk this up a little bit on the back. And we'll run this back a little ways. Now here on the very back, we're going to go ahead and make a little spot for where we'll put a radar jammer. Radar jammers make great little armor on the rear of your vehicle too when you're trying to get away. So I like using those on a lot of my builds. Plus they serve a great purpose if you're trying to be sneaky and catch someone off guard with some Teslas. Certainly something I would say is essential in those kind of builds. Alright, here we're going to do a little bit of prism plating here too, just to make that a little bit tougher to get to the frame on the backside, since part of this will be open to shots from above. Alright, so we're filling in a couple more inner here. Alright, and those are just temporary blocks, so we can get this adjusted here. Alright, here we go. Gonna move these prisms on the side. Go ahead and run these all the way down. And now we'll go ahead and take these off. There we go. Now this little hole we have in the center there, that's going to be the pilot sitting. And I'm putting extra prisms there, kind of faced outwards, to direct the damage away from the main part of our frame. Once again, just helping keep our pilot seat extra tough. And then here on top of our core, we're going to add a little bit more armor to the front, and going back now to the TX1 blocks. Nice and lightweight, so it makes it real easy to stack the armor up on the front side and put those extra Tesla blades that we're going to need to really pack a punch when we're sneaking up on somebody. We're going to kind of finish out our contours here on the front. We'll put our top Tesla blade here on that block. And now we're going to work on extending our arms just a little bit. Alright, here on the side too, we need to add a little bit more armor. Alright, that's going to be just to position that block sideways like that. And now, let's go ahead and run this out. We need to use that tetra there so we can get our plates on to fit. But we'll go ahead and put 2 blocks on the outside of that. There we go. Now our plates are T10, 10 plates to fit on there. Here we're just going to throw some inners, the side faced up, for a little extra aesthetic decoration. I think it looks nice. Of course, you can change it any way you like. And now on the front, let's put some extra prisms here just for a little extra protection. We're going to leave that space open there too. That's the place we'll put another plate here in just a little bit. All right, time for our pilot seats. There we go. And now we're going to bulk out the front here. Just run a stream all the way down the center. And put a couple tetra right there where the orange meets blue. And then this for a little extra decoration. Alright, so that's what our frame should look like so far. Let's add a little bit more to the top on the back side. That should help protect our pilot just a little bit more. Okay, and let's add a little bit more of a rounded top. We're going to get kind of a cabin-looking thing here, so we don't get destroyed by those bombs being dropped on our heads. Now we're going to have some electroplates here in the space, so that's why we're leaving it open, and we're not really connecting it here on the side. But we will go ahead and go out front here with our glass. Put a couple tetra here on the side, and some inner behind it. And then, just because it's also blue, we'll put one of these blocks, TX1, in the center, but it gives a little bit more toughness than just having glass there. And then we'll put one right behind it too, to connect it to something solid, except for just a piece underneath it. And now let's go and create our roof. This will also be a great place to mount our SMG gun. here we're just going to connect these and use the same prism plating technique. There we go, connect that there. And then we'll create our blocks here on the front. And 2 tetra. There we go. Now let's go ahead and get to adding our components on. We'll start with some of these thrusters. And we're going to add them here to these little outskirts on the side and on the top and bottom of the little extension on the back. Let's go ahead and put our radar jammer on there too. A couple of our hover blades. These are all going to be Mark 10. So we should have 8 in total. Alright, back to our thrusters again. Get distracted too easy here. There we go. Throw one on the top and the back side, and then get our plate on here first, and then we'll put these thrusters on, because these are kind of tricky. You got to get them the right way, otherwise they don't fit. Now you can use regular Tier 10 thrusters if you don't want to use the carbon 6 ones. They do the exact same thing, they just look a little different. Alright, now for some guns. I'm using the carbon 6 guns, but feel free to use the regular Mark 10 SMGs. They're just as good, they just look different. And then here we're going to add our Mark 10 plates. We got to get them just right. There we go, and they should fit it there perfectly with our windshields and our cabin. On the front, we'll use our Mark 10 7s, and they should go in that little groove we left there. And then we're going to use 2 sets of these 10.4 plates. One's on the front that attach right where the gun is. Now here on the bottom, this is just for our place for our speedometer. It also kind of shields direct shots from hitting our little extension for our bottom Tesla blade. We just have 3 on there total. Bottom one's attached by a curved arrow rod if you didn't catch that. And that does it, guys. Thank you very much for checking out my video. Please subscribe if you're new here. Thumbs up and comment, and I'll see you in my next video. Later.